After almost a year of waiting, STAYC is finally back with their 6th single album, To Love. With just 4 songs and clocking in at around 12 minutes, let's see if this single album was worth the wait. Hey guys, welcome back to Summers with Wayde. I'm beyond excited to be talking to you guys about a STAYC release. If you've been on the channel for a while, you'd know STAYC is one of my favorites. I've even had the opportunity to see them live, so to say I had high expectations for this single album would be an understatement. But let's see if these songs live up to them, starting with To Love. We open the album with To Love. It uses a clever tennis metaphor to tell the story of boldly pursuing an unrequited crush. The lyrics describe a self-assured attitude where the joy of expressing your feelings and serving love is worth more than winning or losing. From my understanding, in tennis, a score of 0 is referred to as love. The title is a playful pun representing a score of 2 to 0, to love, which is why the O in the song's title is stylized as a 0. The track flips the script on traditional unrequited love songs by focusing on the fun of loving rather than wallowing in a potential rejection. Sonically, the track features STAYC's signature bubbly synth pop sound, framing romance as an exciting experience rather than a heavier serious one. From the jump, it opens with vibrant retro synth pads that loop throughout the song. Underneath them lies a fun mid-tempo dance beat providing a steady driving groove that feels tailor-made for the summer. It should come as no surprise that I love this one. After waiting almost a year for them, they really delivered. It's fun and bright and really summery. Truly everything we need for the season. For me, STAYC is at their best when they're more youthful and energetic, so this title track felt right at home. They gave us high notes, ad-libs, and just overall good vibes. Another great title track to add to their discography. Where You At? Up next, we have Where You At, a fun pop track about navigating the thrill of a new crush and the eager longing to turn that spark into a real relationship. Serving as the second track on their single album, I view the song almost like a prologue to our title track. It contrasts the unrequited tension of To Love by focusing on their instant attraction and planning a straightforward confession. The song opens saying, "My heart's in a rush, so I'll get straight to the point," establishing a fearless honesty where the narrator isn't playing hard to get. The lyrics emphasize that finding a perfect type is rare, almost like destiny. The members sing about a perfect timing and a gut feeling that this love is completely real. This man is such a green flag that even one of the members agrees. Quote, "Yoon would admit it too. He's a good guy." The core question and title, Baby Where You At, acts as an urgent call to the other person to match their energy and seize this chance of a lifetime before the moment passes. They truly want to explore this connection because they, quote, "Never felt like this. Something's different. You're like nobody." Even going as far as saying, quote, "Tell me I'm the one, baby. Throw your love at me." Gotta love a girl who knows what she wants. The track itself leans heavily into a retro-esque electronic dance sound. While STAYC's earlier discography was dominated by bright, sweet bubblegum pop, this song follows their more mature evolution into more industrial influences. The foundation of the track relies on a heavy driving bass line that locks in with a fast-paced electronic drum beat. This gives the song its immediate urgency and forward movement. Personally, this is my favorite on the album. It's really easy to dance along to, and the message was also really up my alley. The standout part for me was definitely the post-chorus. The way they sing Baby Where You At, but more specifically, I'm gonna make you like me, has become a vocal stem. Genuinely, I hum along to that section quite a bit. I said it for their title track, and I believe it applies here too. STAYC are truly at their best when they're more youthful and fun, so this one was also super solid. Sorry. Continuing on, we have Sorry, a cute pop dance track about the sometimes unstoppable habit of constantly talking about a new crush to your friends. Rather than expressing actual regret, the word sorry is used as a playful apology to friends who are exhausted about hearing about the same person over and over again. To the point, they reiterated at the very end of the chorus saying, quote, "I have to say it again, sorry." The members sing about falling for someone who isn't even their usual type or mood, completely shattering their normal rules for dating. The lyrics show that the narrator's brain is entirely occupied by a crush, with the person appearing in every dream and taking up every second of their day. The main hook centers on the narrator profusely apologizing to their friends for constantly going on and on about the potential love interest, even when their friends are tired of it. The members sing, quote, "Sorry, sorry, so sorry. I keep talking about you. They tell me to stop. No, it's just that." Continuing the general vibe of the album, the track infuses elements of retro synth pop. It relies on a bouncy rhythmic momentum that's designed to be infectious and bright, capturing the signature teen fresh energy STAYC is known for, but with a more polished and mature execution. The track is driven by a plucky bass line that locks in with a crisp electronic drum pattern. This gives the song an addictive danceable rhythm that keeps the listener moving. Out of all of the tracks, I'd say this is the most relatable to me. I too find myself constantly apologizing to the point of apologizing for apologizing, if that makes sense. But never about a man. Well, they never specify gender in this one, so... ally? This did come out in June. Anyways, I'm kidding. But for real, similarly to the last track, the main hook just being sorry has wormed its way into my brain. I actually have to fight the urge to sing this anytime I'm apologizing for something. Beat My Love. Closing out the album, we have Beat My Love, an introspective pop track about learning to trust and follow your own heartbeat. The track opens with the members expressing how a new crush has thrown them for a loop, saying, quote, "Stuck in my head, nothing to add. Always I keep tripping in my mind, my heart won't listen to me," making it difficult to even face themselves honestly. The chorus embraces this uncertainty, with the lyrics explicitly stating that while they might not have all the answers or know if this love is right, they are choosing to stop overthinking and simply follow their physical heartbeat. Quote, "Just breathe in, I'll follow the pounding." By the end of the song, the narrative shifts towards self-love. The lyrics note that the human heart is a strange thing, but learning to love and accept oneself actually makes navigating romance much simpler. Quote, "The heart is so strange. Loving myself. The more I know, the simpler it gets." Musically, the track leans into R&B infused alternative pop. Contrasting the brighter, more high-energy tracks earlier on the album, Beat My Love shifts the mood into something much more intimate, relaxed, and even sentimental. It blends the group's classic vocal harmonies with a cozy late-night listening vibe, perfect for closing this album. It should come as no surprise that the slower song is also one of my favorites. I really appreciate the slight change in pace, but also subject matter. I feel it really rounded out the single album and made it feel closer to a fully fledged project. I have to say, the pre-chorus is beautifully sung. The emotion behind their delivery made it easily my favorite part of the song. STAYC just has a way of making catchy music that's in a league of its own. A banger album closer. Final album thoughts. Overall, I think this is exactly the kind of comeback STAYC needed. After almost a year away, they returned with a project that feels confident in what makes them special instead of chasing whatever trend happens to be popular. While there are definitely hints of the more mature direction they've explored over the past few years, this single album never loses the bright, youthful energy that made so many people fall in love with STAYC in the first place. And to me, that's where the girls shine the most. One thing I really appreciate is how cohesive these 4 songs feel. Even though they're all centered around different stages of love, from searching for someone to confessing your feelings to obsessing over a crush and finally learning to trust both your heart and yourself, they all flow together naturally. It truly feels like a complete story to me, which is honestly becoming harder to find these days. I also think every member gets a chance to show off what makes STAYC such an enjoyable group to listen to. Their vocals remain one of their biggest strengths, whether they're delivering infectious hooks on Where You At and Sorry, or bringing genuine emotion to Beat My Love. They have this ability to make even the simplest melodies stick with you, and judging by the number of vocal stems I've developed from this album, I'd say they've succeeded once again. If I had one small criticism, it's simply that I wish there was more. At only 4 songs, the project is over almost as soon as it begins. That's less of a complaint about the music itself and more of a testament to how much I enjoyed it. By the time Beat My Love ends, I found myself wanting another song or two to continue the journey, which is exactly what has me a little concerned moving forward. Outside of their Japanese studio album, they've now spent roughly 2 years releasing nothing but single albums. While I think the quality of the music has remained high, it's hard not to feel like we're only getting small glimpses of what the group is capable of. STAYC has always been one of those groups whose B-sides help define each era, so only receiving 3 or 4 songs at a time makes every comeback feel like it's over before it really has the chance to settle in. I keep praying that this is just a temporary phase because I genuinely think they have everything they need to carry another full mini-album or even a second Korean studio album. This release proves that they haven't lost what made them special. Couple that in with last year's I Want It, and I'd even argue they've rediscovered it. I know some people weren't too fond of the shift they did with Bebe, even if those songs were amazing in my opinion. Now that they're returning to their more popular bright sound, I just want to see that same energy stretched across a larger body of work. I think STAYC has more than earned the opportunity to have a bigger project again, and I'd love to see them given the chance to execute it and show us why they're so good in the first place. Another company just debuted another girl group, so this all might just be a budgeting issue, but please let the girls put out more. Cause for me, this is such a strong release. It reminds me why I became such a huge fan of them in the first place. It's fun and colorful while still being incredibly catchy and packed with the group's personality. If this is the sound the general public likes and the girls feel comfortable in, then this is the sound I hope they continue building on. But that's all I have for you guys today. I want to quickly take this moment to address something that has been brought to my attention and has been weighing heavily on me. This is a bit of a tonal shift, so be prepared. When I made the decision to do summers with Wayde, I quickly realized I may have bitten off more than I could chew and was a bit stressed about it. I talked to one of my friends who enjoys K-pop and shares similar opinions and preferences, and he offered to help me with certain parts of the script writing process. However, after a few comments pointed out, the script seemed to be AI enhanced. I didn't say anything at first because I've seen people online say things are AI when they aren't. And being completely honest, I didn't really know what AI writing looked like or sounded like. I know when something is off, but because we worked on the scripts together and a lot of the same wording that I wrote was still present, I didn't think he was feeding it to ChatGPT or something like that. But I confronted him about it, and he confessed that he was using AI to finish off his writing before sending it to me. Because of that, I want to apologize for inadvertently allowing that on my channel. I'm strongly against the use of generative AI and the effects that has on our planet, but also our brains. I also want to apologize to those of you who felt let down because of my actions. Even if I wasn't the one directly using it, it was still on me to better analyze the scripts before recording and posting, because at the end of it, it's my channel and my face that's pushing the content. I have since stopped my working relationship with him and have spent the past few days trying to salvage some of the scripts we worked on together. So if there's more delays in my uploads, I'm truly sorry. It's genuinely embarrassing to me that I didn't notice it sooner, but I guess between the stress of wanting to stick to my upload schedule, combined with work and just daily life, the signs of AI went over my head, which is not an excuse, but it's what happened. If you noticed that it felt a little different, or even if you didn't, I hope you'll still give me the opportunity to continue bringing you the same thoughtful K-pop commentary you were used to receiving from me. Regardless of that, I want to thank those of you who pointed it out kindly and still gave me the benefit of the doubt. I never want to become someone you feel you can't trust, and I hope you will give me the opportunity to show you that from now on. So thank you for listening to me and for watching this far. It truly means the world to me. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. Tell me in the comments down below what are your thoughts on the single album and STAYC's future as a whole. Remember that I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys hopefully on Wednesday. Bye!